There's so many mute buttons around me.
Hello. That's probably really loud. There we go. Huh. Well, hello. Today's Homestuck Day. I'm gonna be reading Homestuck. I've I've fully read through this comic once, but most of it, I don't know if I remember. So uh, I know it's probably hearsay saying, like, since I have a fan comic myself of it, but you know, what are you gonna do? It's like 8,000 pages long. Figured it'd be fun if I streamed myself while playing it. So that's what I'm gonna be doing. Let me know if the audio is shit. Not sure. Trying to check it out, but yeah, that should be fine. Okay. Uh, Set up. All right. Where we are. So, for those of you who are don't know but what Homestuck is, it's a fucking 8,000 page or so webcomic written by a man named Andrew Hussey, who's I don't know, he's a guy, does stuff, I don't know. But originally it let you give suggestions for uh, what this guy here, John, would do. Or I guess he doesn't have a name yet. But people could enter commands like this one right here, and this guy would do stuff. Later along the line, Hussey stopped doing that, and since just took full control over the commands himself. Yeah. So that's one of the unique things I didn't get to experience because I started reading it way late into the game. But it's definitely part of the appeal that people give it. So that people A young man stands in his bedroom. It just so happens that today, the 13th of April, 2009, not 19, 2000. Well, that's today actually. So that's why I'm reading this. If you don't know, It's the 11th anniversary of this webcomic that's been around since I was 9, which is very weird. I don't like that. Uh, don't even remember what I was doing when I was 9. Uh, though it was 13 years ago he was given life, it is only today that he will be given a name. Be given a name. What will the name of this young man be? Enter name. Zoom smell poop lord. So that's another thing with the user like generated commands, is that there's a lot of tricksters and pranksters that like to put dumb stuff in there. So that's why there's dumb names like this. John Egbert. Look at John, all happy. Examine room. Your name is John. As it was previously mentioned, it is your birthday. A number of cakes are scattered about your room. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for really terrible movies. You like to program computers, but you're not very good at it. You have a fondness for paranormal lore and are an aspiring musician. You also like to play games sometimes. What will you do? Quickly retrieve arms from drawer. Your arms are in your magic chest, poop lord. So that's enough. I hate that I'm laughing at it, but the Homestuck sprite style, which is what this is, doesn't have arms. So people like to goof on Hussy. Remove cake from magic chest. Out of sympathy for John's perceived lack of arms, you pick up the cake for him and put it on his bed. John, quickly retrieve arms from magic chest. You retrieve your fake arms from the chest. You use these for hilarious antics. You capture log them in your Sicilodex. You have no clue, you have no idea what this actually means, though. There are other items in the chest. John, examine contents of chest. In here, you keep an array of humorous and mythical artifacts, each one a devastating weapon in the hands of a skilled magician or a cunning prankster. You are neither of these things. Among the artifacts are 2 fake arms currently captured in your Sicilodex, 1 pair of trick handcuffs, 1 stunt sword, 1 magician's hat, 1 pair of beagle puss glasses. So I didn't know what these were, but I'd always known these as Groucho glasses. So I got confused at that when I was looking into it. Several smoke pellets, several blood capsules, and 1 copy of Colonel Sassacre's. I don't know how to pronounce that. Sassacre's? Let's see if Google has a thing. Nope. Yeah. Sassacre? Sassacre. Oh wait, I don't have... There we go. Now y'all can hear that if you want. Alright. And 1 copy of Colonel Sassacre's daunting text of magical frivolity and practical japery. And 1 copy of Harry Anderson's Wise Guy by Mike Chavney. Some of this stuff may come in handy at some point. For now, you just decide to take the smoke pellets. Capture log the smoke pellets. You stow the smoke pellets on one of your capture log cards in your Sicilodex. You aren't totally sure what this means, but you're starting to get the hang of the vernacular at least. Ugh. You have 2 empty capture log cards remaining. John, equip fake arms. You aren't totally sure if equip is a verb copies. You're gonna learn that I'm not the most well-versed person. Well, it's not even... Google doesn't even like the word, so take that, Homestuck. With the abstract behavioral medium in which you dwell, but you give it a try anyway. Unfortunately, you cannot access the fake arms. Their card is underneath the one you just capture log. God. Homestuck loves garbage words that like that that just weave around the point you're trying to make. It's trying to make. But I do that too, so it's fine. Uh, You'll have to use the pellets first in order to access the arms, but this will probably be unadvisable since you just make room for you since you just make your room lousy with smoke. Your Sicilodex's fetch modus is currently dictated by the logic of a stacked data structure. You are never all that great with data structures, and you find the concept puzzling and mildly irritating. But with any hope, perhaps you will advance new, more practical fetch modi from your Sicilodex with a little more experience. John, examine Problem Sleuth poster. Is it even possible to get any more hard-boiled than that? You really doubt it. This poster was one of your wisest purchases. There is a nice spot on the wall next to it. You've been meaning to hang another poster there soon. So Problem Sleuth is another Homestuck comic. They're called MS Paint Adventures. And if you know all this, I'm gonna sound like a big old dingus because you already know what I'm talking about. But some people don't. So this is a good starting point. John, read note on the drawer. This note is rich with the aromas of fatherly aftershaves and colognes. Beside the note is a rolled up poster. Happy birthday, son. I am so proud of you. Take poster. Another birthday artifact. You wonder what is printed on the poster. You'll need some way to hang it on your wall. John, acquire hammer and nails. They will come in handy. You first place the hammer in your Sicilidex, but now all of your capsule cards are full. You wonder what will happen if you try to take the nails. You guess it doesn't hurt to try. I'm gonna check something real quick. Hold on. Alright. Alright, let's get back okay. You first place the hammer in your Sicilidex, but now all of your capsule cards are full. You wonder what will happen if you try to take the nails. You guess it doesn't hurt to try. John, take nails. You capture 4 nails into the top card and push all the artifacts down a card. The fake arms are pushed entirely out of the deck. Oh well, they're probably completely useless anyways. But you probably don't want to do that again unless you want to drop the smoke pellets and suffer the consequences. In any case, you now feel like you have gathered enough things to get down to business and do some really important stuff. The next thing you do will probably be exceptionally meaningful. John, squawk like an imbecile and shit on your desk. So this is another example of the commands in play. So that was not in fact Hussey saying that and just saying it to be quirky and dumb, but it's actually like a little tidbit of info. This command is based on a fan comic that a command that was sent to a fan comic that Hussey himself submitted. So there's interconnected references to everything in there. That's great. All right. This is the dumbest idea you've had in weeks. Stupid, stupid, stupid. And yet the polished desk. And yes, the polished surface of your desk. It beckons. Combine the nails and hammer. You merge the top two cards. Hammer and nails are now captured on the same card and can be used together. Use hammer and nails on the poster. You use the hammer and nails in the conjunction with the card beneath it. Nail poster to the wall. You use the hammer, nails, and poster on the blank space on the wall. It's glorious, exactly what you wanted. The old man really came through this time. Examine Con Air poster. Put the bunny back in the box. I said put the bunny back in the box. Why couldn't you just put the bunny back in the box? Morgan Freeman's gentle homespun mannerisms were perfect. Oh, examine Deep Impact poster. Morgan Freeman's genteel homespun mannerisms were perfect qualities for a president reciting over a crisis. Oceans rise, cities fall, hope survives. Wow. Films about impending apocalypse fascinates you. Plus, a black president? Now you've seen everything. So dumb. John, examine calendar. You've marked your birthday, the 13th of April. Wonder what day that is. That's crazy. It'd be weird if that was today. Another day you marked was supposed to be the arrival date for the highly touted Suburb beta launch. It's been 3 days already. It's starting to become a sore subject with you. John, eat cake. You are sick to death of cake. You've been eating it all day, and you have no intention of clogging your Sicilidex with it either. The cake stays put for now. You hear a notice from your computer. Someone is messaging you. John, examine incoming message. You pull up to your computer. This is where you spend most of your time. You decorated your desktop with some rather handsome wallpaper, which you made yourself, which you are really proud of. Your desktop is also littered with various programming project files. You are so bad at programming, sometimes you wonder why you even bother with it. Your PesterChum application is flashing. Someone is trying to get in touch with you. Open PesterChum. Only one of your chums is logged in. He sent you a message. Open message. Oh boy. Am I gonna do voices? I didn't think of this. Maybe. Alright, I guess so. Hey, so what sort of insane loot did you rake in today? I got a little Monsters poster. It's so awesome. I'm going to watch it again today. The apple juice scene was so funny. Oh, hell yeah. Awful. Oh, hell, that's such a coincidence. I just found an unopened container of apple juice in my closet. It is like fucking Christmas up in here. Okay, that's fine, but I just have one question and then a word of caution. Have you ever seen a movie called Little Monsters starring Howie Mandel and Fred Savage? But the seal on the bottle is unbroken. Are you suggesting someone put piss in my apple juice at the factory? All I'm saying is, don't you think Monster Howie Mandel has the power to do something as simple as reseal a bottle? Try using your brain, numbnuts. Why did the fat kid or whoever drank it know what piss tasted like? I mean, his reaction was nigh instantaneous. It was... Ooh, my microphone. It was the 15th day in a row Howie Mandel peed in his juice. Okay, I could accept that. Monster B-list celebrity douchebags are cunning and persistent pranksters. Also, Fred Savage has a really punchable face. But who cares about this? Let's stop talking about it. Did you get the beta yet? No. Did you? Man, I got 2 copies already. But I don't care. I'm not gonna play it or anything. The game sounds boring. Did you see how it got slammed in Game Bro? Game Bro is a joke, and we both know it. Yeah. Why don't you go check your mail? Maybe it's in there now. Alright. John, look out window. You see the view from of your yard from your window. Hanging from the tree is your tire swing. In a kid's yard, a tree without a tire swing is like a proper gentleman without a monocle. That is to say, he can hardly be considered a terribly proper gentleman at all. And beside your driveway is the mailbox. Examine mailbox. The little red arm swingy dealy thing, or whatever it is called, is flipped up. What the hell is this thing called anyway? You do not have time for these semantics. The red flippy lever thing means you have to do mail, and that means the beta might be there. Go outside and check mailbox. You're about to hurry downstairs when you hear a car pull into the driveway. It looks like your dad has returned from the grocery store. Oh great, he's beating you to the mail. Forget it, check mail later. If you go downstairs to get it, he will likely monopolize hours of your time. You decide to chill out up here for a while until the dust settles. Sometimes you feel like you're trapped in this room. Stuck, if you will. I hate that I'm even laughing at. God damn. In a sense which is probably borders on titular. And now your chum is pestering you again. The clockwork of friendship turns ceaselessly, operating the swing lever dealies of harassment in perpetuity. Whatever. The dude can just hold his damn horses. Dang. Page 30, and that's our first mention of horses. John, examine games on CD rack. Oh. That's another one. But we're not reading Bard Quest today. What else is on here? Cape Havens, Problem Sleuth, and It Don't Stop. Ghostbusters 2 MMORPG, Little Monsters. Harry Anderson, Call My Bluff. You put countless man hours into this assortment of quality titles. Read Colonel Sassaker's, I'm not going to pronounce that right, by the way, daunting text. Do voices. Hi, Vaughn, by the way. Thanks for joining the stream. Let's see. You decide to consult with the Colonel's bottomless wisdom. Good grief, this thing is huge. You could kill a cat if you dropped it. I wonder if that's going to come up later. But to really dig into this hefty book, you will have to capture log it. You are not sure if you are ready to log jam your other artifacts beneath it just yet. Capture log fake arms again. What did you just say? You don't want to clog up your... Oh, Jesus. And a momentary lapse of... concentration. You accidentally capture log the arms again. Set Pesterchum status to bully. You don't think this situation is quite dire enough to go all the way to rancorous, but you still feel Pesterchum oh god. There's something in my throat. It's like almost a burp, but not quite. I hate it. Let's see. But you still feel the Pesterchum client should reflect your mood change in some way. Bully will have to do, you guess. This, unsurprisingly, does nothing whatsoever. Oh right, you forgot your chum is still pestering you, answered Chum. Oh dang. It's gonna be hard for me to have consistent voices with these guys. Yo, that Colonel Sassaker computer book be looking like that one book with the hypnotic dog on the cover that the kids would read in middle school. I'm uncomfortable with knowing that you won't know what I'm talking... I don't know what you're talking about, Vaughn. I have no clue. It is there. Please say yes. No, that's not his voice. It is there. Please say yes. Maybe you can play with TT. She's been pestering me about all day about it. She's macking on me hard all the time. I start to feel embarrassed for her. I mean, not that I could blame her or anything. Yes, it is understandable because you're really attractive. I am attracted to you. Thank you. JK, haha. No, I don't have it yet. My dad has the mail, and I guess I have to go get it from him and see if it's there. And I've been busy spending all afternoon shitting around with my super Sicilidex. It's so frustrating. What's your modus? What? How do you retrieve artifacts from it? Oh, like one at a time, I guess? And if I put too much in it, something falls out? Stack? What's yours? Hash map. My bro taught me a few tricks. He basically knows everything, and it's awesome. What the hell is that? You should probably brush up on your data structures. I guess. Did you at least allocate your strife specifists? No. It could free up your card for you. Plus, let you attack stuff when other things get too hot to handle, which is never. What have you got? Well, I've got a hammer, but it's trapped under some arms. Wow, you really suck at this, don't you? Just get rid of the arms and then alkylate the hammer to the specibus. Specibus? Specibus. How? God, I already hate John's voice. I'm not gonna fucking be doing this. Excuse me, I'm very, Vaughn says, by the way, excuse me, I'm very comfortable with knowing that you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about. No one has read that goddamn book. Don't let this disrupt you from your Homestuck times. Yo, his computer's so little. Gotta leapfrog. How? I don't know, just use the arms on any old thing and see if it works. Combine Fake's arms with Cake. You stick the fake arms in the cake on your bed. This definitely makes the cake at least 300% more hilarious. You're sure Colonel Sassacre would know the precise index of elevated hilarity. Alkylate hammer. Alkylate? That's gotta be the right way to pronounce that. Alkylate hammer to strife specibus. Yo, that's a lot of kinds. Chisel kind, aerosol kind, pipe kind, ice skate, all, so many weapons. Wait, pizza, what? Pizza cutter. Oh, sweet. You check the back of your strife specibus for the kind of abstractus you have in mind for it. Select hammer. Your strife specibus has been alkylated with the hammer kind abstractus. The hammer has been moved from your capture log deck to your strife deck. That's another thing with Homestuck. A lot of these words I've never said out loud. And a lot of names I haven't either. So once we get down the bud kind, hell yeah. Light it up. Vaughn, what kind of strife specibus? Bud kind? Nice. God. Report progress to TG. Okay, I did it. Hammer kind? Yeah. Okay, that will be the permanent allocation for your specibus. I guess I should have mentioned that. Hope you like hammers, dude. Yeah, that's fine, I guess. I can't imagine if it's going to be all that relevant. That's funny, cause of the over all the pages. Great. Capshaw Cordell's Big Book. Now that you've got some space in your Sicilidex to work with, you figure you might as well start squandering it immediately. Ordinarily, this ridiculous book would be way too heavy to carry around in any practical way. You guess maybe this is one respect in which the cards present some convenience. Examine Game Bro magazine. Game Bro. Why the game of the year or whatever isn't as good as some other stuff I like that's better. Read article. I'm not gonna read all this, but it's there's some good jokes in there. Capture Log Game Bro. It might come in handy if you ever need something that burns easily. Ugh, that's better. What would my strive specifics be? Or yeah. Big bud kind? Probably like crowbar or something. I always like crowbars as weapons. Or maybe like a plastic cowboy gun kind. Or I know it's kind of like irrational and there's not very many uses for it, but brush kind. Like a Splatoon weapon. I don't know how you would make that an actual weapon. Like maybe I have no clue, but the whole artsy stuff, the whole plus a big old brush is always funny. Sort of like that game Epic Mickey, Epic Mickey. You know. Yeah. This one with this guy. Yeah. Where you like paints all this stuff. I've never played it, but it seems interesting. Capture Log Magician's Hat. You expend your final card on the Magician's Hat. Get funny glasses too. You don't have a free card in your Sicilla decks. However, you are able to merge the Beaglepuss with the Magician's Hat to create a clever disguise. Beaglepuss. Like all these dumb things. I like how half of them are also just fucking Homestuck. As in, just takes over everything. And look, there's some fucking John Dave as well. Look at that. Lovely. Wear a disguise to fool Dad. John? Who is this John you speak of? You are quite certain there's never been or nor will ever be. Yeah, this is a really shitty disguise. While you are wearing the items, they remain on the card, but it is temporarily removed from the deck, thus freeing up the cards beneath it. Leave room. Whoa, wait, no, it's not room stuck, it's home stuck. Never mind. You exit into the hallway. Apparently this isn't fucking Michael Cera right here, this guy. I fucking thought it was for the longest time, but if it's just some guy apparently, and really fucked with me. It goes on to that. On one wall hangs a picture of a fella who sure knows how to have a laugh. Man, a man after your own heart. You always thought he looked a lot like Michael Cera, but your dad swears on the many hollowed tombs of Egypt that it's not. Like, I don't even think I read that. I just sort of recognized it as Michael Cera and skipped across it. You're not sure about that, though. On the other wall is one of your dad's stupid clowns, or harlequins, as he is quick to correct anyone who would venture such brazen assumption. Go downstairs. The accursed odor of fresh baking wafts into your newfound nostrils. Oh. Because he's wearing the thing. Something is brewing in the kitchen. It must be the connivings of your arch nemesis Betty Crocker, and the rich, buttery aroma of our plot stinks to high heaven. This mission is going to be more difficult than you imagine. Imagine harlequins. Yo, check out the shelves of fanciful harlequins. Look at this fucking garbage. You hate this stuff. Funny is funny, but your dad sure could be a cornball. Sometimes at night you pray for burglars. Examine fireplace. A bright orange flame flickers in the fireplace. It doesn't matter that it's April and not terribly chilly outside. In a home, a fireplace needs a fire because that's what a fireplace is for. A fire belongs in a fireplace, damn it. Capture at all times, without exception. As domestic myth of unaccountable origin holds, a home borrows the spirit of the flame for as long as it makes a guest of it, much as the moon takes liberty with the sun's rays. The moon's an errant thief, and her pale fire snatches from the sun. Mark Twain. You're almost certain Mark Twain said that. Toss Gamebro into fire. It doesn't burn as quickly as you'd hope. Each Gamebro magazine is guaranteed to be printed on 40% recycled I'm gonna if I pronounce this word asbestos. There we go. Whew. Whew. I hate how long that took me to read. I'm never reading again after this. This is the last time. Nah, I'm probably gonna read a whole lot. Wait, I didn't finish that fucking page. Big ups for Mother Earth, yo. Fondly regard cremation. You examine this sacred urn containing your departed Nana's ashes. When your father gives her portrait a wistful glance now and then, you can tell it brings back painful memories. A tall bookshelf, a ladder, and unabridged Colonel Sassacres. He never wants to talk about it. Topple urn. You clumsily mishandled the sacred urn. Ashes everywhere. In retrospect, upon mulling cinematic tropes regarding ash-filled urns, this one was disgusting. A virtual certainty. You'd probably better clean it up before Dad finds it. Combine father's pipe with clever disguise. You think now would be a good time to beef up your clever disguise. Oh yeah. Examine oversized gift. Champ, you can do anything if you put your mind to it. I believe in you. Isn't that sweet? Contemplating what could be inside this package is sort of exciting, but it makes you a little nervous at the same time. Open large present. Oh hell no. Look at this fucking... Look at this weird... It's drawn so weird. Capture like ashes. You first prop the Harlequin doll up on the couch, having it in the middle of the floor, sprawled out akimbo, like some like that you struck as unseemly. All akimbo, like, not gonna try to make sense of that. You capture log the ashes in your available card. Combine ashes with urn. You merge the sacred urn with the ashes. Most of the ash is back in the urn, but it's a total mess. Really, it probably would have been tidier if you just used a broom and dustpan. Put urn back. No one will be the wiser, except maybe people with eyes. Go get fake arms again. You just got another brilliant idea for something to do with those pointless arms. You pry them out of the cake and capture log them. Looks like Pesterchum is acting up again. Examine third and fourth walls of room. Would you look at that? Check Pesterchum. Another one of your chums is messaging you. Check message. Oh, great. Fucking Rose. Here. I'll be right back. I gotta go plug up my phone. Sweet. All right, what's Rose like? What's she like? A fucking she's Rose. Fuck. I understand you have recently come into possession of the beta release of the Game of the Year, as featured in respectable periodicals such as GamePro magazine. That's an ugly rumor. Whoever told you that is a filthy liar, and you should probably stop hitting on him all the time or whatever. I can't control myself. I must have a weakness for insufferable pricks. Anyway, I still haven't checked the mail. My dad has it. I'm trying to get it from him, so be right back. John? What? You're wearing one of those disguises now, aren't you? You're typing to me right now while wearing something ridiculous. No. Why would you even think that's so stupid? Okay. Why don't you go get the game from your father? Alright, wish me luck. Oh, BTW. W. W. JK, I was wearing a funny disguise this whole time. Gotcha. I know, John. Go back downstairs. You can now execute that brilliant idea you had. There should be just enough frosting on the fake arms to serve as adequate adhesive. Attach arms to doll. You don't care what Colonel Sissiker says. That makes it at least 1,000,000% funnier. Inspect burnt paper on floor. Bro balone. Hell yeah. You put this back in the fire where it belongs. Throw present wrap in fire. As long as you're cleaning up. Capture log doll. You can't carry hefty items, but that thing is really just... You can carry hefty items, but that thing is way too big. Get real. Besides, you don't even want it. Well, you say that, but I have some very specific memories of people being of capturing quite large items, but maybe it's just your decks there, bud. Read Colonel's text. Look at that man, the creepy crawlies. You thought consulting the text to determine how exactly hilarious the doll is now, but this text is way too big to navigate it in a timely fashion. You decide to forget it. Find Dad and retrieve mail. The door on the left leads to the kitchen, from which the smell of baking wafts, a powerful aroma which could lift an especially portly hobo off of his feet. The door on the right leads to the study, where your dad spends a lot of his time. He could be in either room. Where will you go? It doesn't look like he's here right now. Examine Father's desk. On the desk is a deck of playing cards, one of your dad's pipes, the April issue of the Serious Jester magazine, and a stray capture log card. There is also a can of peanuts on the desk. Haha, oh Dad, you won't be falling for that one again anytime soon. The severe peanut allergy is a terrible affliction to cope with. Upgrade costume with hat from the rack. You swap the magician's hat with the bowler's hat. This disguise is somewhat less funny, but a lot more distinguished looking. John, combine the second pipe with clever disguise. Your dad maintains numerous pipes around the household. A father without a pipe is like a strapping roughneck without a toothpick. That is to say, he is rather piss-poor excuse for a roughneck if you ask me. You'd rather not take this pipe, though. The first one tastes bad enough as it is. How you suffer for your comedy. Examine capture log card. Yes, this will be perfect for expanding the space in your Sicil... Inventory antics always get me. Play haunting piano refrain. I was doing like weird TikTok poses the entire time while that was happening. Let's see. Play 52 pickup. You play the prankster's favorite card game, even though you are alone in the room, thus rendering it an especially foolish version of solitaire. So stupid. Look at this mess. The peanut gallery over there sure is getting a kick out of it. You are allergic to their scorn. Yo, it's a Joker. It's pretty cool. I like the Joker. He says cool stuff like societies and things. Sorry, I gotta check something real quick. Aw. Okay. Huh. I could have sworn OBS had a thing where I could see how long I was streaming, but I guess not. Which is fine, you know. Oh wait, I started at 8. Dang it, we're already an hour in? Jesus Christ. Or I guess 50 minutes. John, attempt to leave the house. Oh, that's weird. I haven't seen the house from this angle. Like in a long time. You go back into the living room and contemplate checking the mailbox outside. You think perhaps you should exhaust all possibilities before plunging headlong into a dad encounter. Your television is currently airing a commercial. Exit. You exit the house. Check mail. Predictably, the mailbox is empty. You have already been scooped by your father. Scoped. Ooh. And that's one heck of a title screen. Alright. The streets are empty. Wind skims the voids, keeping neighbors apart, as if grazing the hollow of a cut reed, or say, a plundered mailbox. A familiar, a, fa- a familiar note is produced. It's the one desolation plays to keep its instrument in tune. It's your 13th birthday, and as with all 12 preceding it, something feels missing from your life. The game presently eluding you is the only last sleight of hand in the repertoire of an unseen Riddler, one to engender a sense not of mirth but of lack. His coerced schemes are those less of a prankster and more of a common pickpocket. His riddle is absence itself. It's a mystery dispersing its all together, like the moon's faint reflection, with even one pebble of inquiry dropped in its black well. It is the most diabolical riddle of all. Absence diminishes little passions and increases great ones, as wind extinguishes candles and fans a fire. Walt Whitman. Yes, you are certain Walt Whitman said that. 100% positive. You have a feeling it's going to be a very long day. Or long day. Doesn't say very. And that's on Homestuck. That's on Homestuck. John, leave a surprise for the mailman. That's one of my favorite things, is undercutting a meaningful moment with a fucking dumbass shitting in the mailbox joke. John, see if your father left the mail in the car. The door is locked, and your dad has the car keys. Oh, dang, I didn't even comment on the fact that John left his freaking house. He's not in quarantine, so you're supposed to be. Anyways. You peer through the driver's side window. You don't see any mail, but you do see a green package. There's also something underneath it that looks like a slip of paper. Could these items have come in the mail? You don't see anything else that's unusually in the mail, like bills and coupons. Maybe your dad forgot to take this stuff inside. Spy in the kitchen. You try and gander through the kitchen window, but you can't see a whole lot. It seems your dad has been doing so much baking, the glass is steamed up. God, he's so weird. But you can see what's on the table just beside the window. It looks like the mail is here, including among it is a red package, some bills, your dad's PDA, and an envelope that appears to be subconsciously labeled with the Suburb logo. Suspiciously, not subconsciously. Could it be? Unfortunately, the window is locked. Go back into the kitchen. Ugh. You have no other choice. You're going to go in. Clever disguise, it's time to work your magic. John, enter. And that's on that. Your dad sees right through your costume. You don't know what you're even thinking with this foolish ruse. You unequip the clever disguise. Your dad wields a dreaded artifact of confection. He stands between you and the mail. There's only one way to settle this. Strife. And that's on dancing to to that as well. You can't abscond. This pesky guardian is blocking your path. You will need to engineer some sort of distraction. And now he brandishes yet another artifact of confection. This man is ruthless. You'd better brace for impact in the most comedically striking fashion possible. Equip disguise for defense. Your beagle Aegis absorbs the burnt of the treat. It looks like your dad will enjoy the prankster's gambit on that exchange, as is usually the case. Capture log pie tin. You take the pie tin and unequip the beagle puss. Everything in your Silodex is pushed back a cart. The smoke pellets are ejected from the deck. Yes, this could be the distraction you were. Nothing happens. What a huge letdown. Take the cake. When two great forces oppose each other, the victory will go to the one that knows how to yield. Oscar Wilde. Wise words by a man who likely could resist everything but temptation. The cake forces Colonel Sassacre's text out of your Silodex. Sassacre, you beautiful bastard. Bastard. Now's your chance. Abscond. Now that Dad is busy playing Placid... the smoke detector, you can safely sneak away. Take the PDA. You snag your dad's PDA. Maybe later you will switch the background image to something hilarious as a prank. Besides, it may come in handy later. Your spare capture log card is forced out of your Silodex and consequently integrated with the deck. You now have 5 cards to work with. Take package. This red package is addressed to you. Take envelope. You got the Suburb Beta. Enter kitchen. Get cake on the couch. You capture like the cake on the couch, expelling the pie tin from the bottom card. Combine the cakes to make a double-decker cake. You merge the 2 cakes across all 5 cards. Everything in your Silodex is mushed between the cakes. Why didn't you why don't you think these things through first? Retreat upstairs. You pause at the junction and head down the hall. You are going to need something to clean up this mess you're about to make dissecting this cake. To the left is a bathroom. To the right is your dad's room. It is locked, and you are forbidden from entering. He has secrets. Go to the bathroom and grab a towel. You enter the bathroom. You can see your backyard from the window. The jewel in its crown is the swing set which has provided you with years of joy. There's also a spring-mounted pogo ride, which has been responsible for more than one painful injury, and has provided you with years of lament. On the sink is your dad's razor. On the towel rack to the side is a fresh towel. Remove PDA, envelope, and package from cake. You take the razor and use it to perform surgery on the cake. You take to the towel and clean off the extracted goods. Quite entertaining. Retrieve your items. The items force the manhandled cake into the toilet, and just like that, your Sicilidex is full again. Good thing this thing is annoying. Go to bedroom. Admire your failure to launch poster. You're not usually into chick flicks, but Matthew McConaughey's so cool. Not so cool. Matthew McConaughey's cool charisma could salvage any heap of smoldering wreckage. This is your McConaughey wall, a casual shrine to an amazing actor. The film above that one is a lot better, you think. Can you see her? I want you to picture that little girl, chokes up. Now imagine she's white. You got us, Matthew. Your smooth talking exposed our latent racism. Damn, you're so good. Check Pester Chum. Whoa. Double messages. Happy birthday, John. Hello? Okay, I will talk to you later. Oh, wait. I didn't do a voice. Hi, happy birthday, John. Hello? No, it's more like, hello? Okay, I will talk with you later. Hey, Shuji is looking for you. Why are you even so popular all of a sudden? Is today some sort of special occasion or something? Did you do something to curry favor with ladies? Did you break your leg or on a puppy or some shit? Dude, what are you doing? I discovered a comet. What? I discovered a comet is going to destroy the Earth, and it was named after me. Now I'm famous, and everyone wants to... Wait, what? I don't remember reading that. Foreshadowing much. I discovered a comet that is going to destroy the Earth, and it was named after me. Now I'm famous, and everyone wants to talk to me a lot. No, stop. Just... no. Don't talk about your awful, stupid movies, or make references to them. Your gross man-bro crush on Matt McConaughey is so unsavory... It's an unsavory thing to behold. McConaughey. Sounds like a dumb... sounds like a horse. If I could read, maybe I could actually do the thing that I've been doing, trying to read this dumb, stupid webcomic. I'm gonna scream. It's so loud. God. Sounds like a noise a horse would make, i.e. dumb. Equally dumb are those pictures of that clown you got hanging up. Those are my dad's. I was talking about Nick Cage. Oh, what? No, man. Cage is sweet. So sweet. So lame. You don't even like him ironically or anything. This is like real for you, isn't it? I do things ironically sometimes. What about what I sent you for your birthday? No, those are awesome. What? No, they're stupid. Which was the joke? Ironic joke. Get it? Wait, you're actually wearing them, aren't you? I'm wearing them ironically because they're awesome. The fact that they're ironic makes them awesome, and vice versa. Are you taking notes on how to be cool? Jesus, get a fucking pen. You do realize they touched Stiller's weird sort of gaunt face at some point. Yeah. Oh well. Anyway, speaking of which, did you get the mail? Yeah. Did there happen to be a package in there? Yeah, the red one. You should probably open it. I would, but it's trapped under the Suburb beta, so I will probably open it after I install the beta. Oh man, the beta came? Yeah, want to play it? No way. Why not? Sounds hells of boring just to get TT to... Sounds so hells of boring just to get TT... Ah, that's what he's saying. Just get TT to play it. She's all about it. Where'd she go? Her internet is blinking in and out, I guess. Probably be online soon. Oh, Christ, in a sidecar. Are you still using stack modus? Seriously, dude. You need to bone up on your data structures. That shit is ridiculous. Alright, I will. Open up browser and go to mspaintadventures.com. You decide to space out on the computer for a while before doing anything important. You open up the Typhus web browser and direct it to what is indisputably the most amazing website ever created. The new adventure is okay, but you're not sure if you like it much as the last one. Ha! Get it? Because it's like commenting on this one. That's pretty funny, right? Because self-referential humor, you know. Yeah. Install the beta. You decide it's time for less meta and more beta. You install the CD. You insert the CD and install the Spurb beta. What the fuck is this? Bone up on data structures. Ah. So, if you're unaware, as I was when I was first reading this, a lot of this is character-based puns that I really enjoy. So that this is a tilde, so it's till death is the till death, but till death sounds better. This is carrot cake because that's a carrot apparently. This is disastrous. That one's just normal, fun. And there's also goop on this. Why is there goop? It's gross. There's probably some weird retcon bullshit that I don't know about because I got into this goddamn comic way too late. Read Data Structures book. You're not sure. You're not sure you really want to dig into this huge tome. It looks really boring and kind of ornery. Maybe you'll just check out that free modus instead. Get free modus. You turn to the back inside cover, where a free fetch modus is included in a plastic sleeve. This one is dictated by the logic of a queue data structure, operating in a first in, first out method, rather than a first in, last out method of a stack. Apply fetch modus to Sicilidex. Items captchalogue in your Sicilidex are no longer immediately accessible. You can only use the item on the bottom card, and must wait for items on upper cards to be pushed back to it. For instance, the red package is now accessible. You can only use the razor at the moment. This modus doesn't strike you as a significant upgrade to your previous one. In fact, it almost seems more inconvenient. You figure you might as well give it a chance though. Switch back to stack modus. You suddenly wonder if this is even possible. You don't even remember if you even had a physical card for the stack modus. You find all of this to be a little abstract, and you prefer not to think about it too much. Put down razor. Put down? You're not sure you quite understand. You capture one of the cakes. You've finally found a use for all these loitering pastries. Dead weight. Get another cake. The second cake causes the razor to launch out of the front of your... Ooh. Ooh. Finally. Perfect. To launch out of the front of your Sicilidex. Oh, good lord. That beautiful face. You wish the razor would have failed to launch. Get more stuff. You open your magic chest and capture one of your favorite books of all time, Wise Guy by Mike Chavney. There goes the fresh towel. Might as well grab those cuffs. You take the trick handcuffs, expelling the PDA like a bullet. Oh, god damn it. Open up that package. To EB from TG. You examine the package. This is it is from one of your internet chums. It's bound in packing tape, though. You'll need something sharp to open it. Ah, of course, the razor. It's all so simple. You wonder why you didn't get razor. Pick up the package again. Let's take this from the top. Oh god. You take 3 glass shards in quick succession and duck for cover. Your Sicilidex rains devastation from on your room from above. And now that your cards are packed with glass, you probably don't want to do that any time again soon. You should probably go get that stuff before you forget. Use the razor on the red package. You open the package. There is something suspicious outside. Something suspiciously dirty and smelly. It's a stuffed bunny, like the one held hostage briefly by Milokovic's Cyrus, the virus, while taunting hard luck protagonist Cameron Poe, and strikingly similar to the one scooped up from the soot of a burning Vegas strip by Cage Poe and offered to his daughter, a gesture symbolic of a tattered exterior surrounding a heart of gold. Poe wasn't much to look at, but he was a good man. But no, it is not merely like that bunny. According to this note of authenticity, it is the very same bunny. This is so awesome. Check the status of the beta. It looks like your computer is trying to get your attention. Look at the monitor. A suburb hope, press enter. John, check Pester Chum window. Oh great, here we go. Go relax my cheeks so that I could voice this properly. Alright. It looks like you've managed to retrieve the beta. Excellent. I'm going to try to connect. Whoa. But I just got the most awesome present. The rabbit? So sweet. I've heard tales... wrong person. I've heard tales of this wretched creature often. Its Homeric legend is practically ensourced in the fold of my personal mythology by now. What? Why don't we focus on the matter at hand? Oh, the game. Okay. I don't really know how this works. What am I even looking at here? You're running the client application. I am running the server. So I am the host user. I have established a connection with you. This is sufficient for us to play the game. Oh. Okay then. Why don't we get started? John, press enter. A sound page? Oh boy. you read all those texts? Because I sure did. Oh, sweet. Interface buttons. Hell yeah. Who's AH? Whoa, is that Hussey himself? Coming down from the... I guess that's his first, like, appearance. Select magic chest. Zoom out. Yo, it's the thingy. Drop chest. Whoa, that's not its voice. Whoa, no. Ugh. Whoa, what are you doing? Sorry, I'm just getting the feel of the controls. Is my magic chest on the roof now? Yes. I will try to be more careful next time. John, get the card. You find your missing stack fetch modus and quickly reapply it to your Sicilidex. You can now opt for either stack or queue modus at any time. You toggle between your fetch modi with gleeful abandon. Never used that word though. It looks like your dad is leaving again for some more baking supplies. You're relieved to have the house to yourself again, if only for a few minutes. You hope he doesn't notice the magic checks on the roof, or all the shit you threw outside the window, for that matter. Select stuff in yard and move it back into the room. Hey, do you think you could do me a favor? Can you grab all the stuff outside my broken window and bring it in for me? I'll give it a shot. Thanks. No luck. It appears to be out of range. I'm guessing it's too far away for you, the player. Select John. You cannot select a player. John abjures. Let's see if I can pronounce this goddamn word.
Abjure.
Abjure. Fucking dumb. John abjures the meddlesome cursor. Select bunny. Put the bunny back in the box. Revise room. Hell yeah. Open Fernalia registry. It's another case of it's probably just Fernalia.
Paraphernalia.
God damn it. It's paraphernalia. That's a common word. Wait, no, it's not. It's not paraphernalia. That's perfect. Fernalia, yeah. I'm not a dingus. That's what it said. Deploy the totem lathe. Ah, yes. We're getting into some real shit here. Examine totem lathe. You don't know what the heck this thing does, but it sure looks neat. Open grist cache. It seems expanding the dimensions of your room cost us some build grist, but deploying the lathe did not appear to incur any expense. It looks like certain objects are freebies, probably to help you set up the game. Okay, wow. Wait, wow, okay. What do they do? I think it's up to you to find out. All I can do is drop stuff in your house and move it around, apparently. How do I move stuff around? It sounds fun. I don't think you can as the client. You will need to install the server application. You should have received both in separate envelopes. I'm running both on my computer right now. What? Did you get another envelope in the mail? No. Once you installed this... My microphone started falling. Oh god. Here, I need to adjust this real quick. There we go. Alright, that's better. Where was I? You should have received both in separate envelopes. I am running both on my computer right now. What? Did you get another envelope in the mail? No. Once you install the server and establish a connection, I'm sure you will be able to manipulate my environment in the same manner. Are you sure you didn't get it? Oh man, I think I may know where it is. Boop. Ah. Now that your room is bigger, why don't you move to the far corner? It will extend the range of the cursor, and I can reach the items. Which you threw out the window for some reason? Good idea. What have you been doing in here all afternoon anyway? Ugh, I was fussing around with that word, R word. Alright, John. Just gonna bust out. I mean, it is 2009, times were different. But, whew, sheesh. Sicilidex. But I think I have it on. No, wrong. But I think I have it under control now. What modus do you use? I like to use trees. Oh no, that sounds awkward. It's not exponentially. It's not. What? Huh. It's not exponentially. That's not that word. Exceptionally. It's not exceptionally practical. But I think they are elegant. Fucking do Rose. Stand in the corner. Deplore crookster. Look at that crookster. Or cruxter. Cruxter. Cruxtruder. Cruxtruder. Ah. Again, I've not pronounced most of these words out loud. Why is the floor shaking? Are you dropping more stuff on my house? Yes. 2 more large gizmos. Sweet. What is all what is with all these big contraptions? If I had to guess, they appear to facilitate a sort of system involving punch card based alchemy. Huh, to what end? I mean, what are we supposed to be doing in this game? That remains to be seen. Maybe you should go investigate. Get PDA. You've got the PDA. Switching back to stack modus is so it is readily accessible. The interface is oddly sterile. No hilarious clown wallpapers or anything like that. Oops, you mean Harlequin wallpapers. The serious business application is open. It seems your dad is using it to keep tabs on various acquaintances. His fellow street performers, maybe? You guess the performing arts must be pretty serious after all. Install Pester Chum. This should be useful. Now you can keep tabs on all your chums while you wander around the house. Go out to the balcony. Hey, I'm out on the balcony now. I'm messaging from my dad's PDA. The one you threw in the yard? No, I'm telling you, it jumped out of my Sicilidex like a frightened weasel. What were you doing with it in the first place? I'm not sensing a lot of regard for the personal property of others. Is this how your pent-up frustration with your father manifests itself? What? No, those were all accidents. Please take your psychoblabberly elsewhere, miss. Your bathroom is a mess. Did you do that as well? Or two? Oh man, see, this isn't cool. Stop. All this snooping nonsense? There is a cake in the toilet. Yes, there is. I'm tempted to clean it up for you. Okay. If that will satisfy your weird OCD complex, then go ahead. My obsessive compulsive disorder complex? Can a disorder also be a complex? In your case, probably. Sounds complicated. Anyway, I'm going to have a look at this enormous platformy thing you put on the balcony. Examine alchemy-meter in a cautious manner. You have no idea what to do with this thing. You can't find any controls for it. Having exalted all other possibilities, you just decide to stand on it. This isn't very cautious of you, actually. Look through the telescope. It is a clear, sunny day. Nothing out of the ordinary to report, at least not beyond the walls of your own home. Look at this fucking idiot looking at the sun with a goddamn telescope. Grab the soiled toilet. Whoops. Whoops, what? What was that noise? Is something Is this something I should go investigate? No, I have it under control. You can keep playing with your telescope. Investigate. Ah, I think I can patch it up. Just give me a little space. Why don't you go have a look at the Cruxtruder? The what? The thing I put in your living room. Hop down the hole. Oh, look at this. That's a ninja stance right there. Huh. You jump down to the utility room. Glab grabs sledgehammer and card. You take the sledgehammer and the capsule card. Combine the two and quickly apply it to your striped specibus. You think it's cool that things don't always have to be a federal fucking issue. It looks like another one of your chums is pestering you on the PDA. Answer chum. Alright, Jade's voice. John, did you get my package? Oh, hey. No, not yet. Darn. Are you sure? It was in the green box. Oh, yes. But it's in my dad's car, and he's still out at the store. He should be back soon. Great. So, what are you up to today? I'm up to my neck in suburb stuff. TT is making a total mess of my house. Lol, what's suburb? Oh, it's this game. I guess it's okay, I guess. I'm still figuring out. Whoa. What was that? No, that's fucking roses. Whoa, what was that? What was what? There was a loud noise outside my house. It sounds like an explosion. Wow, really? I will go outside and look. Oh man. Alright. Be careful, okay? I will. I I will. Might as well check out the Crooksrooter. Oh hell no! You put this thing in front of my door? There's a door here? Yeah. I didn't see it. Ugh. I didn't see it. I guess I just thought it would fit nicely in that groove. You mean you thought it was elegant? Oh, okay. Well, what do I do with this thing? Hello? What are you doing up there now? Oh, fuck. Examine wheel on the extruder. You turn the wheel. Something seems to be pushing up from the underneath the lid. But you aren't strong enough to make the lid come off. Put bathtub in driveway. On the tub's journey to the driveway, the connection is interrupted. Scold TT. You can see me, right? Tell me what's wrong with this picture. Sorry, I keep losing the wireless signal. Must be the weather. I would look for a stronger signal if in another part of the house, but I would rather not risk an encounter with my mother. I battled through her cloud of gin and desertion once already this evening. Haha, I hear ya. Yes, cake, gestures, unfaltering love and support. Quite a road to hoe there. Though I suppose I'm complicit for not informing social services about your situation. I know. I know. What about going outside? Maybe you could catch a neighbor's signal? That presents the same problem. It's raining, remember? And dark. It's dark already? Yes, the sun has already had its way with us here on the East Coast. Its lurid glare has moved on to younger time zones. Okay. Hit Crixuder with sledgehammer. Need some help? Wow, what a moment. What an animation. Let's fucking watch that again. Lovely. Whoa, did that say 413? Like, today? That's crazy. What is this thing? And what is the clock counting down to? I've been looking at the GameFAQs walkthroughs to figure some of this stuff out. Hold while I read further. Okay. All of these walkthroughs are extremely short. None progress much further than this point. Weird. I mean, it's a new game. True. Now that the lid is off, you will need to extrude some cruxite. Turn the wheel again. You extrude one cruxite dowel. Get that. I feel like we should be hurrying. That countdown is making me nervous. John? Oh, your PDA is trapped under the cruxite now, isn't it? Anyway, looks like you're going to need this card too. Pre-punched card. A shard of glass is expelled from the deck and maims the Harlequin doll. Get some of those Harlequins. You tape 2 fanciful Harlequins. The additional uses freight pushes your PDA to the latch card. You then switch to Q modus so you can access the PDA. More glass sharpener flies from the deck. This happens... Wait, yeah. That is... This thing keeps following me around. I think it's trying to talk to me or something. That is probably the kernel sprite. It apparently needs to be prototyped? Twice, actually. Whatever the hell that means. These walkthroughs are horrendously written. Okay. Well, you're the one with the cursor, so do whatever you think is the right thing to do. Also, fix my bathroom. Chop maimed Harlequin into kernel sprite. The kernel sprite has been prototyped with a Harlequin doll. Alright, sweet. Ugh. I still can't understand this thing's gobbledygook. That was only Tier 1 prototyping. There is still another tier to the prototyping process, which, for all we know, merely advances this entity through increasing esoteric states of linguistics. The clock is ticking. We don't have time for this asinine tomfoolery. The unmedicated poppycock? Extravagance, hogwash. Okay, stop. Stop trying whatever silly thing you're typing. I'm going upstairs to the big platformy thingy. The alchemator? Yeah, that's not... The alchemator? Try to learn the lingo. Use pre-punch card with alchemator. Alchemator. That's alchemator. Totally. Not... Ouch. Miter. There's no slot for a card anywhere to be found on the alchemator. The kernel sprite followed you upstairs. Explore Ethereum. Acquiring a cruxite dowel seems to have populated the Anthium with one item, a perfectly generic object. Nice. Capsule-like telescope. Lovely. You snatch the telescope from its tripod. Who knows? It might be useful. But more importantly, it pushes the cruxite to the last card, making it available for tinkering. Your PDA is predictably jettisoned into the yard, over the neighbor's fence. Put cruxite on weird pattern on alchemator. You place the cruxite dowel on the alchemator's small pedestal. Something is happening. Whoa. It's pretty freaking cool. You set the alchemator to cast 3 perfectly generic objects for some reason, expending a total of 6 units of build grist. These things look completely useless. What a waste. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice there's something in the sky. Switch modus and use telescope to inspect sky. You switch back to stack modus and get a closer look with your telescope. Whatever it is, the kernel sprite seems to be particularly agitated against it. You're no astronomer, but it should actually seems suspiciously head-on with your current perspective. This is a troubling development. High five, kernel sprite. I sure hope they aren't touching, because A, that's pretty gay, and B, that would mean it'd be a John sprite, and that'd be pretty interesting, but also before its time. Also, I love these dumb panels. It's not quite hero mode, but it's it's fun. John, attempt to ingest a unit of build grist. This is tempting because they strongly resemble rock and blue raspberry gushers. However, units of build grist are a gaming abstraction and do not seem to exist on the physical plane. They are apparently no crisis so imminent. There's apparently no crisis so imminent that will deter you from contemplating idiotic and frivolous actions. John? Oh wait, your dad is getting home. John? What did you do with the PDA this time? I'm working on your bathroom, but we are running low on build grist. Revise the bathroom. Pretty cool. Huh. Run through your room and contact TT through Pester Chum. 2 chums have been trying to message you. Oh boy. More voice acting. I'm working on the bathroom, but we are running low on build grist. Oh man, who cares about the bathroom? There's a meteor heading for my house. I see. Do you suppose it has anything to do with the game? I don't know. Maybe. What do I do? I'm increasingly making John's voice even nerdier and nerdier. God. Vaughn, since you're the only one watching right now, do you have a preference? Should I make John's voice less or more nerdy? Guess we'll have to wait and see. Not answering. Let's see. I don't know. Maybe. What do I do? I think it is very likely. The walkthroughs vaguely suggest an absolutely ham sandwich with it. I'm definitely never gonna listen to this, so maybe. I think it's very likely. The walkthroughs vaguely suggest an impending threat before they end. The already poorly constructed sentences become even more curt and ambiguous, as if written hastily with a sense of alarm. Actually, their dedication to updating the walkthrough under such circumstances is admirable. Wow. Fascinating. Huh? If the meteor is a game construct, I think the only thing to do is to proceed and try to solve the dilemma on the game's terms. Try using the lathe. It says you can use the card on it, but it isn't more specific than that. Okay, I'll do that. Really, it is a labor to read this trivial. If I read any more, my brain will need to be spoon-fed from a jar while it blows spit bubbles in a high chair. I think I will write my own walkthrough, that is, after we make sure you don't die. Heard you got the box. I hope you appreciate my heroic fatherly perseverance in getting it to you. In my rough and tumble, dirty, wife-beateringly sort of way. Also, I hope you appreciate how much how many non-talent douches had their mitts on that bunny before you. It's like a grubby baton in some huge douchebag marathon. Hey, where are you? You gave me full reign, so I get to voice Dave like that as well. Oh man. Ah man. The bunny was awesome, but I don't have time to talk. I'm playing Suburb, and it's kind of a nightmare. TT is breaking everything in my house. Dude, I told you to steer clear of that game. And for that matter, you should probably wash your hands of flighty broads and their snarky horseshit altogether. And now there's a meteor coming, and I'm not even joking about that. It's like a big asteroid or comet or something in the sky, heading right for my house. Oh man, how big is it? I don't know, big, I guess. I gotta go. We'll talk later if I'm still alive and the Earth isn't blown up. Like the size of Texas or just Rhode Island. They're they're always throwing around these geographical comparisons to give us a sense of scale, like it really means something to us. But it's like it doesn't matter. It's always just like, wow, that's pretty fucking big. Like, Mr. President, there's a meteor coming, sir. Oh yeah, how big is it? Like, it's the size of Texas, sir. Oh shit. Or how big is it? It's the size of New York City, sir. Oh shit. Sir, I'm afraid the comet is the size of your mom's dick. Oh snap. Sir, are you familiar with Jupiter? You mean like the planet? Yeah. Well, it's that big, sir. Huh, that sounds pretty big. I have a question. Is it Jupiter? Yes, sir. The Earth is literally under siege by planet fucking Jupiter. Oh shit. Anyways, later. Use pre-punched card on totem lathe. You slip the pre-punched card into the slot on the totem lathe. Above the tool arm deploys a configuration of the chisels. Now you just need something to lathe. Take Krugsight to totem lathe. Cursing your lack of foresight, you return to the balcony for the Krugsight dowel you left on the pedestal. You navigate the hallway leery of your dad, who is presently puzzling over the new fixture in his hallway. Ugh. The perfect crime. You retrieve the Krugsight dowel. Dad just shrugs and heads back downstairs, presumably to do more baking. If only he knew you were hard at work saving his ass. Use Krugsight dowel on totem lathe. You clamp the Krugsight in the lathe. Activate lathe. The lathe carries one totem. You take the totem. Alright, I used the lathe to make this blue shapey thingy. Now I guess I take that back to the alchemixer, right? Hello? Ooh. Oh! What's this? Fucking a new person. A young lady stands in her bedroom. Due to a violent storm, her house has just lost power, along with her wireless connection. This has severed her link to a popular video game she was playing with a young man at a critical moment. That young man is relying on this young lady to reestablish a connection somehow. This young lady, named, it's on the tip of your tongue. What was the name of this young lady again? Enter name. Flighty Broad. No, that wasn't it. Rose. God damn it. So, backstory. For me personally, I read this completely wrong the first time I was reading this. I read it as Rose. Fucking Lalonde. No, that's her right. I read it as Rose Lonalade. Like fucking completely swapped around to so many letters to get that to work in my head. But for some reason, like just Rose Lonalade. It also sounds better, to be honest, in my head than Rose Lalonde, which is fucking a dumb name. Big dumb. Stupid. Examine room. Your name is Rose. As was previously mentioned, you are without electricity, although your laptop computer still functions on battery power. You have a variety of interests. You have a passion for rather obscure literature. You enjoy creative writing and are somewhat secretive about it. You have a fondness for beastly, strange, and fictitious, and sometimes dabble in psychoanalysis. Fictitious, my bad. No, fictitious. Weird. You also like to knit. Your room is a bit of a mess, and on occasion, if just the right one strikes your fancy, you will like to play video games with your friends. What will you do? Retrieve arms from purple box. The purple package's contents are private. No one is allowed to look inside. Writhe like a flagellum and puke on your bed. Ugh, what a terrible idea. The thought alone makes you sick to your stomach. Stroke writing journal and mutter, "My precious." You would only resort to such an embarrassing activity while no one was watching. These journals are for your eyes only. Get violin. You capture the violin, storing it in your root card of your Sicilidex. Rose, play a haunting refrain on the violin. Lovely. John, tell Liv Tyler you love her before impact. Since your good-for-nothing friend is obviously not going to bail you out at any time, you issue words of parting fondness to dear sweet Liv. Oh, if only Affleck could have been the one to make the final sacrifice instead of her stubborn blue-collar, salt-of-the-earth father. Then she would fall into your arms for consolation, and you would be the one to make the deceased Bruce Willis proud. Rose, capture lock knitting supply bag. You get the knitting bag. It occupies the left leaf card under your violin. Per the tree modus's alphabetical sorting method. K, that, gotcha. Lookout window. Your panoramic window offers a view of your yard below, and the mausoleum housing your dead cat Jaspers, who died when you were young. Your mom had the structure erected with a spirit of scornful irony in response to your youthful, innocent request to hold a funeral for the animal. At least, this is how you've come to interpret the gesture in retrospect. You can also make out the silhouette of a laboratory next door, a facility which likely broadcasts a strong wireless internet signal. You may be able to connect to the signal from a different part of the house. Perhaps if you seek higher ground. Haha, like Star Wars, you know? I'm on the high ground, Anakin. Don't fucking try me, bitch. You know? I'm pretty sure that's how it goes. Get laptop. You take your laptop and prepare to make the journey through the house. This causes the tree to be unbalanced, so your Sicilidex auto-balances itself. Now the laptop occupies the root card, while the other two items comprise the leaves. Examine book on desk. This book is absolutely indispensable for enthusiasts of your ilk, of which there are very few. Take book. You take the Grimoire. Go explore the house. You leave your bedroom. Hanging just next to your door in the hallway is a painting of an exquisite wizard. Your mother collects these awful things ironically. She must know how much you detest them, and there is no doubt in your mind she stores the dreadful things in the house to bother you. Down the hall to the right is the way to the observatory. Perhaps you will be able to connect from up there? Your mother's room is also in that direction, so you have to watch your step. Tiptoe to the observatory. You approach a juncture in the hallway. Beyond the juncture is the observatory. Rose, sneak by. Oh. What a sneaky bastard. This door leads up to the observatory. You haven't ventured up there in quite some time. The door opens to an exterior walkway, leading to the observatory entrance. You've seen less inclement weather before. Oh, the things you'll do to help out a friend. There's also no walkway, so she could fall off at any goddamn time. Oh, God. Rose, hurry up to that observatory. Try to connect. You first put your laptop down on the floor to get it situated. Situated. Don't like how I pronounced that. But removing it from the root card causes all the branches and leaves to be severed. Your items are dumped unceremoniously onto the floor. See what you can observe. In a hurry, sure. You're in a hurry, sure, but that doesn't mean you can't take a moment to peek through the huge telescope. You find a gap in the clouds and see a flurry of smaller meteors is striking steadily overhead. You're not sure what this means, but it is so much disconcerting, obviously, yeah. Stack laptop on grimoires to maximize elevation. You'll need to every advantage you get. This is very cute. Definitely like some of the old art. Fucking look at those dumb eyes compared to fucking Homestuck 2. Lovely, beautiful. Access laboratory Wi-Fi network. There are several signals broadcast from the laboratory, each of relatively decent strength. One of them is mysteriously and quite conveniently unsecured, requiring no password. You select the signal and reconnect the game with John. I'm back. Hurry up and... No. Ooh. Getting pretty tired reading all this. Oh god, I'm 2 hours in too. I want to get to I want to end of Act 1, because it's not that long. Act 1. What? How long is it? Let me check. Yeah. Act 1. Act 2. Yeah. 2's 47. Oh, literally like 7 more pages. I'm back. Hurry up and open my door. I'm not that it even matters. I'm probably dead no matter what. Patience. You still haven't used the new totem. Huh? I believe it will create the item on the punch card. So, what, is it like an apple or something? What good will that even do? We'll see. I have found no evidence that anyone has successfully created the item, and the content of the card appears to be variable from session to session. In one instance, it was described as an eggy-looking thing. Sick. Do we have enough of those building jewels to make it? According to the Anthem, it is a free item. This speaks of to its importance in my view. Now off you go. Remove the door from its hinges. There goes the rest of your Pilchrist. Put the bathtub back. You probably should have done this in the first place. Take the totem to the alchemator. Got to get these stupid blocks out of the way first. The Colonel sprite is getting awfully worked up about all this. Remove blocks. You store the perfectly generic objects in your Fernalia registry, potentially to be deployed at a later time. John, take bite of apple. And wait. Oh fuck! I forgot the last bit of the fucking Flash, where it like explodes or whatever. Whatever. Everyone, you know what happens. End of Act One. Well, it's been fun. I think I'm gonna call reading, and get on to drawing, which is gonna be fun.